Hey, hello. This is Language Enthusiast speaking. Today, I am using a condenser mic for the first time for this practice. And since I haven't listened to it yet, listen back to it yet, I don't know how it sounds. So let me check, and I'll get back soon. All right, I'm back. Which do you like better, actually? The recording that I did until yesterday, I was only using my iPhone mic, and now I'm using this condenser mic. I don't know how to pronounce it. Condenser mic. Is it okay? Is my pronunciation okay? I really hope so, though. Okay, but the volume is a little bit smaller, I guess, using this mic, and I don't know why this is happening, but when I edit my audio to make it a video to upload to YouTube, I'll adjust the volume so that you can hear my voice loud enough. Sometimes when I upload a video to YouTube, the sound can be a bit too small, and sometimes it can be sometimes the volume can be a bit too loud, and so I really hope that YouTube does this for us. I mean, adjust the entire the volume of the entire videos, because some people upload videos whose volumes are too loud, and some people's videos volumes are too small. And when I listen to some kind of playlist or something while using my headphones or earphones, I cannot adjust the volume depending on each video, and it can be a bit troublesome. So I really hope that YouTube could use a system which helps all the videos to have the same volume. I mean, the sound, I guess. Okay, let's see. Hoy es miércoles, el primero de noviembre. Yeah, del 2023. Hoy hace mucho calor también. And yeah, y soy Language Enthusiast. Mi nombre es Language Enthusiast. O me llamo Language Enthusiast para, this channel. Canal is a masculine word, so el canal o este canal. Okay, para este canal. Okay, mi nombre es Language Enthusiast para este canal. Okay, soy de Japón. Vivo en Japón también. Tengo 59 años. Tengo 3 hijas y 2 perros. Me gustan mis perros. Okay, today is, let's see, November 1st. Okay, Wednesday, the year 2023. Okay, now I'm feeling a little bit better than yesterday because I finally went to the nearest hospital, which is just across from my house. This is my family doctor. This is my family doctor, and I had my blood test several days ago. That was Friday last week, when I was still having my bladder inflammation, and I took some medicine antibiotics and probiotics at the same time for the next 4 days, which made me have some diarrhea. So it was nasty. I don't like to take any antibiotics, but since I was having a hard time dealing with my bladder, urine, so I had to take the medicine. And at the same time, I had a blood test for my post colon cancer examination every 3 months. Okay, and I have been worried about the results, actually. Very, very worried. And the doctor told me that I still have some bacteria or virus. I don't know which I should use for this bladder inflammation. But when I had my urine checked last time, that was about, 6 days ago. I still, back then, I hadn't still had any antibiotics. So that was the time when I had my bladder inflammation, the most serious one. Okay, most seriously, because I haven't had any medicine yet. But the test results was from that time. So I'm not really sure. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not really sure if it's okay for the doctor to tell me if, I don't know how to explain it in English. Okay, because the result was about 5 days ago, even before I started taking the medicine, right? And the doctor told me about something which was about the results of the test that I had at the time before taking the medicine. So I don't know if it's really okay for the doctor to determine my condition, my current condition, based on the test results, right? It's the most it's something that I still don't know even today, okay? And the doctor told me that the test results for my urine was terrible, actually. I had 3 kinds of different kinds of bacteria or virus, and which was quite serious or terrible for him, okay? I'm not sure because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a specialist. I was just told that way. And so he told me to take a different kind of antibiotics for the next 3 or 4 days. And before, I took some antibiotics for 4 days, 3 times a day, and 4 days. But this time, he uses a different medicine, and I'm going to take only once a day, for 3 or 4 days after dinner. Okay, I'm going to take the medicine after dinner, only once a day. And I really hope that it won't cause diarrhea, because the last antibiotics caused me to have diarrhea, and it was terrible. It was quite terrible. I didn't like to have diarrhea, and after I finished taking the antibiotics, the former ones, diarrhea stopped, and I was getting back to normal. But since from today, I will have to take another antibiotics. So I don't know what is going to happen to me after taking that medicine, though. But still, the doctor predicted that I still have some virus in my bladder, and yeah, they have to be. I mean, that virus, or it has to be killed to for so that I can get cured, or so that I will be cured. Okay. And the good thing about my test result, blood test result, was that concerning the cancer, my results were good. My results are good. So at least about the test results concerning my cancer, I'm happy about it. And the next examination will be January next year at the different hospital. And it's the hospital where I had my colon cancer operation back in 2022, which is last year. That was July 4th. Okay, and I feel as if it was a long time ago, because now I totally forgot about the my experience of colon cancer operation, which was my very first time to have an operation itself, and I had never hospitalized myself except for the 3 times when I had to be hospitalized after giving birth to my daughters. I have 3 daughters, so I had to be hospitalized for my birth 3 times. Oh, anyway, I have one thing that I'm worried about my health, which is I've been feeling this dull pain inside my body near my anus, which is rectum is, near the place where rectum is. And since I had a colon cancer, right, and the part the cancer was at that time was close to my anus, and I've been having this dull pain around probably around the part that the doctor cut my rectum or colon. So that's why I'm a bit worried about this condition. And today, when I went to the hospital, family clinic, I asked the doctor, and I told the doctor about this, and the doctor said that it might have something to do with the bladder inflammation, or bacteria or virus I still have in my bladder. Because if you have bacteria in your bladder, it does something bad to your body, and the parts of your body near your bladder could be, there might be something wrong with some other parts close to your bladder. So that's why when I heard the doctor say this, I was a bit relieved, because I thought that it must have something to do with my colon cancer. And last night while I was in bed, I was feeling this pain, and this pain actually started since yesterday's morning when I tried to walk my dogs, and because I am very sensitive, I've been very sensitive about my condition, health condition, or what's happening to my body ever since I had the operation. Even small changes can be noticed by me, and so because of this, I've been worried about this dull pain, strange one, and I really hate this kind of pain because constantly I feel this pain constantly, like every, let's see, 5 minutes, or sometimes it happens even more quickly, like more in shorter intervals, like every 30 seconds or so. And sometimes when I'm into something, I completely forget this pain. But when I start thinking about this, I tend to think that, I can no longer feel this pain. Oh, I'm happy. But after that, soon enough, I again start feeling this pain, which makes me depressed. I try to warm up that part, but since yesterday's morning, I've been still feeling this pain, and I really hope that doctor's prediction will tend to be right. He's a doctor. He's a professional person, so I really I really want to trust him. I really want to believe him, but doctors can make a mistake, right? So that's why I always uses my sense. I mean, I don't know how to say this in English properly, but I'm not depending on what the doctors say 100%. And if I feel feeling strange about my body conditions, I always check on the internet, and sometimes this happens that sometimes this happens that in terms of certain information, even ordinary people have deeper knowledge about it than doctors, because doctors have a wide variety of knowledge. Doctors should have wider knowledge, right? Wider spectrum. But when it comes to a certain very specific information, thanks to the internet, ordinary people who are not doctors, who are not specialists, can delve into it more deeply, and it happens that such people end up knowing that particular thing better than doctors. So I don't think that this is totally wrong. So I tend to use my inspiration when it comes to my health, because I don't think that's right for me to depend 100% on doctors, since they can make mistakes. All right. And how long have I been talking? Okay, now it's been 19 minutes. I don't think that's enough. So let me talk about something else. But since I don't know what I'm going to talk about every time I start recording my voice, recording my speech, I have to look for topics while I'm speaking. This is a difficult part, but when I look back, when I just started studying English when I was 28, what I'm doing now was totally beyond my imagination. At that time, I was a total beginner when it comes to English speaking English. We study English at school, and I did study English as a subject to some extent, but at the very early stage, I gave it up when I learned the difference between with and without. That was totally confusing to me. I mean, the difference between with and without somehow. I've talked about it somewhere in my previous videos, but with and without are one of the most frequently used words for myself at the moment, because using without, I can say things very easily, compactly. So I find words like with and without pretty useful now. But back then, somehow, I got stumbled with those words. Is it okay? I had trouble understanding the difference between with and without. And ever since then, English was always a study subject that I didn't like. So, naturally, I didn't study English very much. And after graduating from high school, I was at the age of 28. Almost for the last 10 years, I was able to survive without speaking. Now, I used without, right? Without speaking any single English sentence. Okay, in Japan, most people can survive without speaking English, although we have many foreign words, mostly from English. But we use them as Japanese. They are like Japanese because they are really into our language. So without any knowledge of English, we can use those foreign words. And sometimes we pronounce them differently from the real English words should be pronounced. So when I hear the real pronunciation of those words, we have no idea what the pronunciation or what the sound is about, because we use different pronunciation for English words. Like, for example, we call it white shirts, meaning white shirt, and it means that a white shirt, okay? But in those days, probably people who heard this word for the first time understood that it sounded like why, not white, but the alphabet Y, okay? White shirt. So ever since then, we say white shirt instead of white shirt, okay? And anything else? I can't explain it very well, and I really hope that you understand what I'm talking about. But we call flour, the white powder when you use when cooking, okay, made of barley. We call it, we don't call it this way now, but older people those days used to call this powder or flour. Flour, okay. When you use to make bread, okay, American ko, okay, American ko means powder, okay, and American sounds like American, right? So we call flour this way, American ko, because American means American, and in those days, probably flour came from America, and in those days, people used to call it. So that's why in those days people called flour powder from the U.S., America. But those Japanese people, old Japanese people, after the war, don't know how to call probably they had never heard English in those days. Okay, only small numbers of people heard English, or only a small number of people were able to speak English. But those people are pretty rich and intelligent. Someone graduated from university. In those days, most commoners only graduated from junior high school, like my dad. My dad was born in 1930s, and he passed away 3 years ago, and he would be probably 90 years by now if he was still alive. But in those days, he was not a very affluent family. He was not from a very affluent family. He was living in the countryside, and his family was quite poor. And normally, most of the kids or children or boys and girls in those days in his village only graduated from junior high school, and they didn't go to high school, and instead they came to the city center of the prefecture, or center parts of the area to start working. And my father did. And when he was 16, he started working as a apprentice. Is that okay? Apprentice. And he was hired in the store, food-related business, and he worked there. And eventually, he got the chance to have start his own business, to have a store in the market, Okay, that's how he earned his living, and that's how he brought me and my brother up. Okay, and where was I actually? Yeah, in those days, most people never heard English. So when they heard American, they understood that it sounded like American, not American, and they translated into Japanese the way they heard, just like the way they heard. So and ever since then they use this word American, and then they didn't call flour because in Japanese powder means ko or kona, so they called it American ko. It means flour, but you cannot imagine flour by listening to American ko, right? So even myself, I'm a Japanese person, but I'm a native Japanese person, but I couldn't imagine the American ko, where American ko was derived from, or it was from. And when I heard this, where the American ko came from, I was quite surprised because I never imagined flour by this word. So why am I talking about this in the first place? I forgot. Very often I lose the track of thought. Is it okay? A track of thought. Where was I? Yeah, I finished talking the former subject, and then I started talking about something else, and I forgot what I was talking about now because I'm improvising this speech. This is totally impromptu, because I have to practice speaking anyway, to make it my second nature. And this is my probably nearly 100 times. Okay, I've been doing this more than 3 months now. And yes, I just remember, when I was 28, just after I started studying English again, being able to speak the entire English sentence, was beyond my imagination. So I always prepared beforehand what I speak, what I was going to speak. Otherwise, I cannot imagine. Constructing an English sentence. So just thinking about speaking an English sentence, I can explain it very well. So in those days, without any preparation, I cannot start speaking because I was just afraid. What if I can't finish the sentence? And I even didn't know how to construct the right sentences. So if I, in those days, looked at me now, okay, myself in those days, would be very, very surprised because now, without any preparation at all, I just start speaking, and I'm quite enjoying what the speech is going to be and what words are coming into my mind, and how my conversation is going myself. So in this way, in this respect, I have improved so much. I have grown so much. But when I just look at the shorter amount of time, very short span, I always think that my speaking skills are not getting any better, or my speaking skills haven't been becoming any better, which is pretty discouraging. But the more you do, the better you can get at it. It's natural, right? So there's no way that I am not improving because I am practicing every day. And just by speaking like this can be good practice anyway, to make English my second nature. And if I was told that I should do the same thing in my Spanish, I cannot do this completely, no, totally. So this just shows that how much better my English skills have become over the long period of time, and I think that it's okay for me to be confident enough about this, right? And being positive is the key, I guess. Being positive is the key to everything, and if you how you perceive yourself is the most important, I guess. It's nothing to do with what others think about you. If you're happy about what you're doing, it's best, because it means that you are satisfied with what you're doing, right? If you're not satisfied with yourself, but others people think that you are doing pretty okay, but you cannot believe this, right? Because you are the one who decide if you are happy or not. If you decide if you are happy or not by how others perceive yourself, I think life would be more difficult to live. So the most important thing is for you to live happily, is to be satisfied with yourself, and how you perceive yourself is the most important thing, I guess. Okay, that's about it for today, I guess. Thank you for listening. Okay, gracias por escuchar. Okay, so eso es todo. Eso es todo. Eso es todo. And hasta luego. Okay, I really hope that you have a wonderful Thursday tomorrow. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye bye.